So, I popped into High House Insurance to see if they could quote for my house insurance rather than using the internet. High House got a great deal. So to celebrate, I bought a posh hairdo. It made me look beautiful, gorgeous enough to become a highly paid model. I then won Celebrity Big Brother. I had an affair with an MP. Now I'm promoting a doll of me that says, "Cool blimey, you're well fit."
Happy things happen when you talk face-to-face with High House Insurance. See if we can beat your home insurance quote from the internet. Find us on the High Street, Selsey, or call 606 552.
Hello and a very warm welcome to Manhood Internet Radio. I'm Tony Wiener, your host for this show. Well, another week has flown by and our reporters have been out and about to bring you news of events and businesses on the Manhood Peninsula, which is our hidden gem down on the coast in West Sussex. We have news of an interesting new business coming to Siddlesham, but before that, here is our Alison with an update of what's going on in Selsey in the next few days.
Hello there and welcome once again to our weekly look at what's happening in Selsey. First of all, on Tuesday the 15th of August, all day long there's family fun at the Pagham Harbour Visitor Centre. This is a regular event through the summer happening on Tuesdays and Thursdays. On the 15th, from 10:30 until 12:30, we've got sensory arts and crafts. Booking is advisable for this one. You can ring them on 641508. It's £3 per child or £2 for the children of members. So that's all day long family fun at Pagham Harbour at the Visitors Centre. There's also the regular mobile soft play, don't forget, at the Selsey Centre on Manor Road. This is for the under fives. Starts at 10 and finishes at 11:30. Sue or Tom are the contacts for that one. 604 642 and they can give you more details. Here's something new for the summer holidays, a mindfulness workshop. It's a summer holiday activity at the bridge behind Selsey Library, suitable for those ages 8 and above. Here you'll be able to learn the art of relaxation, rest and meditation, and this will include making bookmarks from nature. The cost for that is £2. It begins at 11 and finishes at 1. In the afternoon, there's kickboxing for kids at the Selsey Centre from 4:30 until 5:30, and as usual, girls' football at the Academy on School Lane between 6 and 7. Moving on now to Wednesday the 16th, body conditioning. This is a free introductory offer. The cost is normally £5, but this is for free. It's Keep Fit to Great Music at the Selsey Centre on Manor Road from 9:15 until 10:15. And there's another freebie, a dance and tone exercise class. Free introductory offer, again normally £5, 9:30 until 10:30 at the Selsey Centre. Same time, we've got the Seal Island Swimming Club at the Oasis Pool West Sands. That starts at 9:30 and finishes at 10:30. And it's also the morning for the wood carving group who meet at the Scout Hut on School Lane. A small, friendly group of wood carvers meeting every Wednesday, helping each other with their various carvings. You should feel free to drop in and see what they're doing. They have a website, www.selseywoodcarvers.co.uk. So that all-day activity starts at 10 and finishes round about 4 o'clock. It's also the day for the Selsey Model Boat Club at the pond on East Beach, where members of the club sail their radio-controlled boats. New members are always very welcome. Chris is the contact for that, 601 550. Weather permitting, that starts at 10 and finishes at 12. There's another exercise class, Fitter Sitters exercise class, and again there's a free introductory offer on this one. The cost for that is normally £5. It's an exercise class for the less mobile, done sitting in a chair, and the Venture Club provides transport for its members. That group starts at 10:30 and finishes at 11:30. In the afternoon, on Wednesday, the Crafty Natter Club at the Methodist Church on Selsey. For more details, you can contact Lisa, 601 032. That's between 2 and 4. And in the evening on Wednesday, the Selsey Folk Club will be meeting. They start at 7 and finish at 9. £2 admission, including a raffle. You're invited to play, to sing, or to just relax at the Selsey Folk Club on Wednesday. Also on Wednesday, carpet bowls at Medmery Primary School between 7 and 8, and the Selsey Baking Club will be meeting at St Wilfrid's Church. They start at 7:30 and finish at 8:30. Moving on now to Thursday the 17th, again the RSPB are having an all-day event at Pagham Harbour Visitor Centre. Today is Discovery Day. Find out who lives in the Discovery area. It's a drop-in session, £4 a child or £2 for members. That's all day at the RSPB Visitor Centre. Mobile soft play once again between 10 and 11:30 for the under 5s. And it's the Gardening Club today, a summer activity for ages 8 and over at the Bridge Youth Centre behind the library. Fun in the garden, planting, weeding and growing, and you can take home your own cress to grow. Cost for that activity is £1 and that runs from 11 until 1 on a Thursday. There's also a summer youth drop-in, lots of activities for those aged 10 to 16 at the Selsey Centre, Manor Road. That starts at 2 and finishes at 5. Don't forget on Thursdays it's the Selsey Bridge Club at the Cox's Road Club, a friendly group of mixed ability. Carol has some more information on that one, 602250, starting at 2 and finishing at 5. It's the day for the Gainsborough Singers Summer Concert. This is being held at the Town Hall in Selsey. Admission is £3, which will include refreshments and a raffle. Starts at 2 and finishes at 4 on Thursday. Also on Thursday, it's the evening when the library will be open between 5:45 and 7:15. Come along to the library to read, chat or just to listen to what's going on. It's also the evening for walking football at the Academy. This is a gentle game of football to keep the over 50s in shape, so you are invited to go and join them. Walking football for the over 50s between 6 and 7:30. As usual on Thursday, carpet bowls at Medmery Primary School between 7 and 8, and it's the evening for adult basketball, again 7 till 8 at the Academy Sports Hall. Moving now to Friday the 18th, Seal Island Swimming Club meet between 9:30 and 10:30, and it's also the morning for Steady and Strong. This is a class for those people who'd like to improve their strength and balance. It focuses on improving strength, posture, balance and confidence. It's £4 a session, pay as you go, you don't have to pay in advance. Heidi Dunster has some more information on that one. 0782 692 4923. That's Heidi on 0782 692 4923. The class starts at 11:30 for 1 hour. And in the afternoon, Bridge for Beginners, again at the Selsey Club on Cox's Road. That's from 2 until 4. And at the same time, 2 till 4, the Darby and Joan Club meet at St Peter's Church Hall. They meet for a game of bingo, a raffle, a cup of tea and, of course, a chat. The Venture Bus will be running for that one. More information on that group from Jill Evenden, 604187. And early evening, it's the Selsey Specials Friday football at the Academy School Lane between 6 and 7. Saturday the 19th of August, the Selsey Striders meet, suitable for all, there at the Hillfield Road car park between 8:30 and 9:30. And it's the annual Manhood Classic Car Enthusiasts meeting. This is between 10 and 4 in the afternoon. Prizes are awarded for the best in the show and they raise funds to support the St Wilfrid's Hospice. It's held on the Recreation Ground, School Lane in Selsey. Also on Saturday the 19th, LDN Wrestling will be held at the Selsey Centre. You can have a look at idn.wrestling.com for some ticket details. Starts at 7 and finishes at 9. On Sunday the 20th, the Selsey Power Rangers meet at Hillfield Road Car Park. That's from 9 until 10. And it's carpet bowls at Medmery Primary School in the morning, 9:30 till 10:30. And they also have an afternoon session between 3 and 4. Another RSPB event now on Sunday, Discover Pagham Harbour West. It's a guided walk starting at the Visitors Centre. Booking is essential, 641508. £7 a ticket or £4 if you're a member. The Discover Pagham Harbour guided walk starts at 10 and should be finished by 1. It's also the morning for the Selsey Model Boat Club. Weather permitting, members will sail their radio-controlled boats on the pond. New members are always very welcome. Chris has some details, 801 550. That's from 10 until 12, the Selsey Model Boat Club. Moving on now to Monday the 21st of August, Dance and Tone. Come along to the Selsey Centre, Manor Road, to keep fit to great music. That's 9:30 until 10:30. And a bit later in the morning, Pilates meets from 10:45 until 11:45. That's a friendly class again at the Selsey Centre. Selsey Basketball at the Academy Sports Hall from 5 o'clock for ages 7 to 11 and from 6 o'clock for ages 12 plus. And the Selsey Striders, they meet at 6:30 until 7:30 at Hillfield Road Car Park. It's suitable for all people who can run 3 miles. Tuesday the 22nd of August, all day, there's some more family fun at the Pagham Harbour Visitor Centre. Lots to do, including bug hunting, pond nipping and much more. It's Discovery Day, so do drop in. £4 a child or £2 for members. Once again on Tuesday, mobile soft play for the under 5s at the Selsey Centre. Sue or Tom have more information on that, 604 642. The session starts at 10 and finishes at 11:30. Now, how about some paving slab painting? This is another summer activity at the bridge behind the Selsey Library. Painting a paving slab to go into their hidden garden to create a unique pathway. You have been warned, please wear old clothes. The cost for that event is £5 and it's suitable for ages 8 and above. So that's slab painting between 11 and 1. Kickboxing for kids on Tuesday at the Selsey Centre between 4:30 and 5:30 and girls football at the Academy between 6 and 9. And don't forget netball for all at the Academy Sports Hall 7 until 8:30. Time now to have a look at the tide tables for Selsey for the week. Tuesday the 15th of August we'll have a low tide at 11 in the morning, high tide 25 to 6. Moving during the week, of course, finishing Tuesday the 22nd, a high at 10 to 1 and a low at 6:15. So, plenty to be doing there in Selsey for the week. Hope you find something that you'll enjoy. I'll speak to you again next week. Bye for now.
Thank you, Alison. Your report gets longer and longer each week. She will be back again shortly with events in Bracklesham and the Witterings. But first, we go over to Keith, who is finding out about a new business.
My next guest is a gentleman called Connell Kennedy. Now, I nearly couldn't say that, and I tripped over it twice already. And Connell's going to be starting up a new business in the Siddlesham area in a not-too-distant future, and he's going to be telling us a bit about it. Good morning, Connell.
Very good morning to you also, and thank you for inviting me onto Manhood Community Radio.
Well, you're always welcome to come along. So now tell us this new business that you're setting up.
The business isn't new, it's actually evolved since 1990, this particular sector which we're going into isn't exactly new. It's familiar grounds, which is extending our product ranges and our services to encapsulate services within the area that actually haven't been thought about or encapsulated before.
Okay, so what kind of thing are we looking at?
Our concept itself is pretty unique within the services which we provide. We believe that there's no other companies out there currently providing holiday let maintenance, and there's lots of holiday lets within the area which sustain week on week damage and need regular maintenance. So we can dispatch employees to go rectify problems that have happened over a weekend period at very short notice.
Oh, I see. Yeah, well, that makes sense because, as you say, there are an awful lot of holiday lets around and about. And if somebody discovers on the handover that something's broken, or the sink's been ripped off the wall, or all manner of stuff that does go on, sadly, they can contact you and you can get somebody to sort that out.
Absolutely. So to give you an example, we received a phone call from an owner of a holiday let last Monday morning. A child had put toilet paper into the sink, left the tap running. When they came in to do the change on the Monday morning, all the ceilings were down. There was extensive water throughout the entire property, and we work consistently almost round the clock for 4 days to ensure that the next guests were able to go into a dry, clean property, which if we hadn't able to provide those services, I think that perhaps they would have lost a couple of weeks' rental.
Absolutely. I think they'd have lost heart as well. I know I certainly would have done.
What sets us aside from other services in the area also, we are able to provide complete facade overhauls and provide new facade makeovers, which makes us different to everyone else, whereas we can provide the windows, the doors, the cladding systems, the rendering systems. So if you're looking for that coastal inspired look, we are the company to come to. Likewise, if you want that contemporary, crisp, clean look, we can also provide services and designs for that
and
also.
I know from personal experience very recently how difficult it can be to find somebody to do that.
Absolutely.
Because I've been through it very recently. And shopping around to find somebody to take it on, come down, have a look and say, what do you think looks best? What do you think as a professional would look best? Would it look best if I had it cladded, or would it look best if I had it rendered, or what have you? So to get some advice on that is not easy, I promise you.
Absolutely, just
because the chap that does the cladding, he'll tell you cladding's best.
Absolutely.
So the guy that does the rendering, he'll tell you the rendering's
we're
best.
We're impartial to what is and what isn't. We work closely with our clients to work with them for their own personal individual needs. We have a huge product range which we go along with lots of samples, bounce ideas around, and hopefully come up with a design that's personal to them and not what we think is right.
Okay, yeah, well, that's also very good. Now, if people want to, I don't know, if they wanted to design the front or redesign the frontage on their property and change it perhaps, that's the sort of thing you do.
Correct, just that. But not just that, we've got the complete interior remodelling service also, whereas we can completely remodel the internals, we can take down walls, we can add walls, we can create living spaces that are inspired and a pleasure to live and socialise within.
Now, socialising, that sounds like a very good idea. And if people want to contact you, how do they do
can
that?
Call us on 01243 670505. They can email us at wecare@concept-contractors.co.uk, and we'll soon have a new website being launched, whereas they can look at our services and products in greater detail within our website.
Now, I believe you're opening. You will be opening. And I know it's under wraps at the moment, so don't let's say too much about it. But I believe you are opening a show area.
Correct,
so that people can come and get some idea, because it's not always easy to explain on radio exactly what you're doing or what you can do.
Absolutely. So our ethos going forward is really to invite our clients to come to our premises, where they can look in situ at the products and the services which we can provide. So there'll be show areas for the kitchens, the bathrooms, window systems, rendering systems, cladding systems, where they can come along, they can touch it, they can feel it, look at it visually, and then we can firm up other things that our company can do for our clients also. So it's a bit of an open door with lots of tea and coffee and cake.
Well, I can't have the cake, unfortunately, otherwise I'd be a regular. It's obviously going to be best for people to come and have a look at what you do. I think that it's going to be easier for them to see the idea of the concept.
Absolutely.
And I know that you can't at the moment tell us where it's going to be, only that it's going to be locally. I know it's going to be in Siddlesham, but we can't say where. But that's going to open soon, in 2 or 3 weeks' time, or maybe a month's time. And then you can go along and see what they do, and Connell will be there to welcome you, no doubt.
We'll do indeed. And what we do prior to the launch of the show area, we'll come back into the radio to launch it formally, and to invite any potential new clients to come along and meet. And I'll come out and greet you.
Well, there you go. You can't turn down an offer like that. So, watch this space, as they say.
Well, thank you very much indeed.
Well, thanks for coming in, Connell.
No problem at all.
I'm sure, well, I know we're going to speak to you again in the not too distant future.
Thank you kindly.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, and good luck to Connell on his new venture. Now it's time to hear again from our Alison.
Time now to have a look at what's on in the Witterings and Bracklesham for the week. First of all, on Tuesday, we've got the Rookwood Lawn Tennis Club group coaching sessions. 2 sessions, 10 to 11 and 11 until 12, £4 an hour. That's held at West Wittering Sports Field. It's also the morning for the Little Explorers Play and Learn Together. That's at Bracklesham Barn between 10 and 11:30. 2 sessions of yoga with Elaine, 9:30 till 10:30 and then 10:45 until 11:45. In the afternoon, there's the Steady and Strong Strength and Balance group at the barn between 2:30 and 3:30, and then in the early evening, the Beginner Ukulele Club meet between 6:30 and 8:30. The Community Pop Choir have their rehearsal at West Wittering Memorial Hall between 7 and 9, and the Badminton Club at Bracklesham Barn meets between 7:30 and 9:30. Don't forget free pool at Pond Barn on a Tuesday. Moving on now to Wednesday, there's a drop-in and play for adults table tennis session at Bracklesham Barn between 10 and 12, and it's also the morning for CBT motorcycle training, although that is a pre-booked session. That's at Bracklesham Barn between 9 and 11. At lunchtime, belly dancing with Step Inside between 1 and 2 at Bracklesham Barn, and then Louise will be doing her Zumba class at Bracklesham Barn between 6:30 and 7:30. Also on Wednesday the 16th, we have Heart Space between 1:30 and 3:30 at Bracklesham Barn, and then in the evening it's line dancing at the Royal British Legion between 7 and 9, and all are very welcome at that event. Moving on now to Thursday, the Busybugs Toddler Gym meets at Bracklesham Barn at 9:30, finishing at 12, and it's the day for Stitch and Yarn at the Witterings Medical Centre between 10:30 and 12:30. Also on Thursday, Knit and Natter meet at East Wittering Library between 11 and 12:30, and it's the day for the Witterings Art Group at West Wittering Memorial Hall. That group starts at 10 and finishes at 12. Don't forget the West Wittering Short Mat Bowls on a Wednesday, 10 until 12, further session 2 until 4 at West Wittering Memorial Hall. Then later in the evening we have a mixed ability Pilates group between 6 and 7 at East Wittering Village Hall, and it's also the evening for private ballroom and Latin classes at East Wittering Village Hall. That starts at 7. You need to book for that one, www.strictlydancinguk.co.uk. And also on a Thursday, it's bingo night at the British Legion at 7:30. Moving on now to Friday, Pilates as usual at Bracklesham Barn, 9:30 until 10:30, and then in the afternoon, short mat bowls at Bracklesham Barn between 2 and 4. Coastliners line dancing at East Wittering Village Hall, that's between 2 and 5. And in the afternoon, there's the Rookwood Lawn Tennis Club group coaching sessions for beginners. They start at 2 and finish at 2:45. Once again, that's held on West Wittering Sports Field. And in the evening, it's jukebox night at Pond Barn between 7 and midnight. And at East Wittering Village Hall, it's the private ballroom and Latin class starting at 7. You do need to book for that one, www.strictlydancinguk.co.uk. Saturday the 19th sees Acres of Coins at East Wittering Village Hall between 9 and 12 in aid of St Wilfrid's Hospice, and it's also the morning for a craft fair at West Wittering Memorial Hall. That will start at 10 and finish at 4. The craft fair also will have a session on Sunday the 20th, again 10 till 4 at West Wittering Memorial Hall. As usual on Sundays, the Windrush Church have their meeting at Bracklesham Barn starting at 10:30, and in the evening it's Pond Barn Quiz Night at 8 o'clock. Now we're back to Monday. Low impact aerobics at Bracklesham Barn starts the morning at 9:15 and finishes at 10:15. Not to forget the Little Ducklings Mother and Toddler Group. They meet from 9:30 until 11:30 at Bracklesham Barn. Also in the morning, short mat bowls at Bracklesham Barn between 10:30 and 1. And Louise has her Zumba class in the evening, 6:30 until 7:30. Also in the evening on Monday, line dancing at East Wittering Village Hall between 7 and 10. And Elaine has her yoga group between 7 and 8:30. Not forgetting Verity with ARO Ladies Beginner Kickboxing at Bracklesham Barn. That's between 7:30 and 8:30. Back now to Tuesdays, the Rookwood Lawn Tennis Club group coaching sessions, 2 of those, 10 till 11 and 11 until 12, both held at West Wittering Sports Field. Cost for that is £4 per person per hour. Also on Tuesday, the Little Explorers Play and Learn Together meet at Bracklesham Barn between 10 and 11:30. And Elaine will be running 2 yoga sessions at Bracklesham Barn. First one 9:30 till 10:30, the second one 10:45 until 11:45. Then in the afternoon at Bracklesham Barn, Steady and Strong Strength and Balance takes place between 2:30 and 3:30. And in the evening, there's the Beginner Ukulele Club from 6:30 until 8:30. Don't forget the Community Pop Choir will be rehearsing at West Wittering Memorial Hall between 7 and 9. And the Badminton Club will be practising at Bracklesham Barn 7:30 until 9:30. And then in the evening, it's free pool at Pond Barn. So that's everything for this week at Witterings and Bracklesham. Hope you find plenty to do there and that you enjoy going to some of those sessions. Bye for now.
Thanks, Alison. A lot going on in the peninsula. While she's off to investigate events for next week, it's time to get our homework marked. Here's Keith with the answers to the last quiz.
And here we go with the answers to last week's quiz. What do we call a person who cuts men's hair? And the word comes from the Latin for beard, and that's barber. Which English tennis player married Chris Evert in 1979? That was John Lloyd. Which mezzo-soprano was born in Meath in Wales in 1980? That's Catherine Jenkins. What is Alfred's job in Batman? And he's a butler. Who has been manager of Bournemouth for over 4 years? That's Eddie Howe. And which TV chef wrote the book How to Be a Domestic Goddess in 2000? And that was Nigella Lawson. And the connection, of course, they're all Chancellors of the Exchequer.
Well, Kevin stretched our minds on that one, so to give us something more to think about, we go over to Andy for his thought of the day.
Hello. This morning, I had no idea what I was going to talk about. So I felt that God was saying, well, just start typing. So here goes. It's been a tough time recently with one thing and another. How do we deal with tough times? Sometimes we get angry and frustrated. Sometimes we shut down and hope it all goes away. We can hurt the people we love because of the stressful time. Some turn to drink or other addictions to take the pain away. Some throw themselves into work or a new relationship. Many just keep on keeping on. How do you handle the challenges of life? How are you handling all the uncertainty of the world? What can we as individuals do when the world goes crazy? We can open ourselves up to fear and anxiety, stress and trauma. These are not beneficial to us, but it is a natural response to unnatural situations. Is there anything we can do that will be beneficial to us and to the wider community? The Bible says in 1 Peter 5, verse 7, cast all your anxiety on him, because he cares for you. Also in Psalm 55, verse 22, it says, cast your burden upon the Lord, and he will sustain you. The word cast is like a fisherman casts a fishing line. He throws it with force. The definition of cast is to throw something forcefully in a specified direction. Jesus also says in Matthew 11, verses 29 and 30, "Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." It also says in Luke 12, verse 29 to 31, "Do not be concerned about what you will eat or drink. Do not worry about it, for the nations of the world strive after these things, and your Father knows that you need them. But seek his kingdom, and these things will be added to you." Jesus is explaining there is another way to live, a way that God has ordained up for us from the beginning of time. He knows it's tough. He knows we will have struggles. He has therefore given us a way out, a way to live in freedom and liberty. The world goes one way, the way of God goes in the opposite direction. Do you choose to follow the world as most people do, or do you choose to humble yourself and follow Jesus Christ, who came to save you from the world? If you turn to him and swallow your pride, then he does not promise to remove all problems, but he does promise to show you the way through them to a victorious life in him. He says in his word, you must be born again, born of the Spirit of God and baptized with water and the Spirit. When this is mentioned in the Bible, it does not mean a small sprinkling of water on the forehead. Otherwise it would mean a small sprinkling of the Spirit on the forehead. No, this means full immersion in water to represent you are buried with Christ regarding this world and its ways, and you come up out of the water in the resurrection power of Jesus. The same is true for the Spirit, a total immersion in the Spirit of God to empower you to live in the fullness that is available to everyone who turns to the Son of God, Jesus Christ. Do you want the world's way of life or God's way of life? You choose.
Thanks for that. And that's me done for another week. So it just remains for me to thank all our contributors, including Local Life magazine, our sound editor John Mallett, our presenters Alison and Keith, not forgetting of course our producer John Fletcher. So it's goodbye from me, Tony Weiner. Until next time, bye.